bad boys. What you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Chevy John don't come for you? Tell me what you wanna do, what you gonna do.
Florida man standing in his sunroof while driving his Cadillac down I-40.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. LaReina Creole, of course, bringing you that spice when it comes to sci-fi analysis. And of course, it is almost Thanksgiving here in the U.S. It'll officially be Thanksgiving on Thursday, but hey, gotta do it Florida style. And sorry, not sorry to all of my Mayflower cousins up in Plymouth, but you didn't have the first Thanksgiving. No, you didn't have the first Thanksgiving. Actually, now I'm having fun playing with these things in StreamYard. You would have had the first Thanksgiving if Spain hadn't decided to take that L and sell Florida to the United States. So sorry, not sorry. Florida now has the official first Thanksgiving, and we are going to talk about that. Also going to talk about my family's connection to the Mayflower Pilgrims, and of course, I'm sorry, I said Pilgrims. Actually, they were separatists. Find out exactly how my Mayflower ancestors wound up in Florida and actually in New Orleans. Interesting story. So we're going to talk about that. Of course, we have got crazy Florida man Thanksgiving stories. Of course, it would not be a Thanksgiving Florida show if we did not do that. And as always, remember, vote in the story poll. It's going to close in about 15 minutes. Pick which extra Florida story we're going to talk about tonight, in addition to the usual craziness that we got. But you guys get to vote, because we can't put all the stories in the show or we'd be here for a couple hours. So with that said, I see you guys filtering in between YouTube, between X, over on my channel, over on Tom's channel. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you share it out, and make sure you're subscribed to all of us. So speaking of that, we have got Tom App and we have got Dad Man. How you guys doing?
Doing good. I thought you were going to say about the crazy panelists you had tonight, but that's okay. We're Florida men, so.
Hey, I'm in Hogsmeade. What are you talking about? I'm not in Florida right now.
We always have crazy panelists.
Absolutely.
I have to tell you this, but Slytherin is actually the Florida man of Hogsworth. So
there you go.
Sorry, they just are. Sorry, not sorry.
No, I think I did that once on my Hufflepuff. I don't why. I'm not sure, but
I mean, think about it. The Slytherin Common House is in a darn dungeon underwater, and you can't see the entrance unless you're Slytherin. And if you are Slytherin and you see it, it's two snakes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like that green. That green looks very mysterious and little, like very.
And they said you're Hufflepuff, huh?
Yeah, that's what it said.
You're hanging out with Linda too much, man.
Well, she's classy, so that's good.
Remember, Hufflepuffs bring the snacks, so they're
exactly
okay.
Like okay. Waffle House. Like Soul says out there, Waffle House is his Hogwarts. So yeah, Ang and I went to the Waffle House at midnight the other night. So
yeah. The Hufflepuffs, they bring the snacks. Ravenclaw, they bring the jewelry. And that's all that matters, right?
Yep.
And we bring the craziness and dark arts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're the ones to bail you
stuff up and casting spells,
We're the ones to bail y'all out of jail when you get too crazy.
That's true, because somebody has to break this. Somebody has to break the fights up. I think that's what
and Gryffindor.
Black Superwoman was. That's why whenever I'm out in the parks and I'm like over in the Wizarding World, I'm like, oh look, there's stuff for Slytherin, and then there's everybody else.
Yeah, that's the way to be. So
And Slytherins also buy out all the freaking merchandise. We don't save nothing nobody.
Yep.
Well, kicking us off proper. Thank you so much, Scott Westbrook, hitting us up with 10 gifted memberships to the channel, of course.
Thumbs up.
And give you this one. We thank you so very much for those 10 gifted LaReina Creole memberships. Remember, folks, those memberships are good for 30 days. Please do make sure that you tell Scott Westbrook thank you. And also, channel members, we will be having a special live stream tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Going to be talking about some upcoming changes to the channel. All good. So we're just going to get together and talk about it. And as you guys are channel members, you guys get to find out first some of the things that are going to be happening and changing. So appreciate that so much, Scott, supporting so many of our channels out here. So we sure do appreciate that, folks. All right, let's see who we have also got in the chat. Remember, folks, polls close in... Yep, 15 minutes. I thought my clock stopped there for a minute on the computer. It has done that before. Really weird, where it'll stop and the time will get out of sync. I would blame Windows 11, but I've seen that happen on previous incarnations of Windows, so I can't blame them. Dang it, this time. Hey, Snort, good to see you. Good to see you. And
Snort
says, as always, Pinellas County for the win. There I see. Oh gosh, yeah, it's not a Florida show unless Pinellas County presents. That's for sure.
Usually it's Clearwater.
Clearwater, yeah.
A lot of times we come across Clearwater.
Yeah, that's where the mothership religion is, right?
Yeah.
That's what we call it. So we don't want to mess with Scientology.
No.
Hey Sam, so Snorter Poopus, you beat me to it first. Well, good to see you, Sam. Make sure you check out Sam's channel, Sam Wolf, Life of Military Wife. We had a great stream on Saturday talking about what's going on with Disney and how they're getting further and further and further away from families, especially putting that bar on the first level of the Grand Floridian. So go watch the replay to see exactly what was said, because she's got some great stuff. Not like having three moms just going off on the panel. It's absolutely fabulous. And there's Dad Man says, hail from the greatest state in the union. Spoiled turkey coming this weekend with FSU versus Florida. Sorry, both are overdone. You know what, Dad Man? I don't know if you follow Governor DeSantis over on X. But somebody posted, they said, dang it, we didn't have these problems when Spurrier was head coach. And he quoted that and said, you got that right.
Exactly. We need a Gator coach that's got some spunk, some fire that causes people to riot in Tennessee when you can't spell citrus without UT.
Yeah.
FSU Bobby Bowden, you can blow a gasket. We don't care. You get pissed off just looking at the University of Florida. We've lost that. We need that kind of mojo back.
We need that.
Yeah.
People just got
mad. I don't.
Spurrier said mean things. Like, why?
I don't.
No, Spurrier just appear and people lose their lunch. I mean,
I don't follow this, so I'm good.
That's okay. Well, for me and LaReina, it is a big thing because of the University of Florida, the real university in Florida. You know, they all bow down to us and should bow down to us, and this is unacceptable. When you got a coach who can really just psych out people by just walking in the room, that's what it should be. Spurrier, everybody hated the man, you know, but you know what?
Man.
He made football fun, even if you lost. Just the look on everybody's faces was just priceless.
He was a character, legend up there with like Bobby Bowden and the rest of
Bobby
them. Like,
didn't know how to deal with him. Like Bobby Bowden, Mr. Calm would lose it with Spurrier. You know,
I freaking loved it. It was great.
Did you see what Dan's Life the Kingdom brought up? Did you see what happened? The monorail caught on fire.
I saw that.
Hey, but LaReina, real quick, about the University of Florida coaching search.
Mm-hmm.
Fallout Dave has been adamant for 2 months on me and my football shows. He wants Sydney Sweeney to be the Gators head coach there now.
If they did that, it would be the best promotion they'd ever have.
Talk about recruiting. One thing Dave said is recruiting, you know,
and motivation. That's for sure.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Oh, speaking about the monorail catching on fire, that is not the first time that has happened. Right. Go back and check some of the videos that Clownfish TV did.
Yes.
Yeah, they had to evacuate once, but monorail caught on fire.
Yeah.
So you got to wonder, planes catching on fire or monorails catching on fire? What happens more often?
Well, it shouldn't be happening at Disney because they need to replace those monorail cars. It's been way too long. At Disneyland, they had their monorail, and really nice one that they replaced, and it looks cute, and it's just for show and everything going around the park. It's not a mode of transport for tens of thousands of people every day. Well, yeah, shouldn't be catching on fire. Hey, Major, good seeing you. Good seeing you. Throwing those member emojis. I need more for the membership. I gotta consult with CJ about that. Villages, golf cart, Boo for Life, bin chicken. Yes. Mm-hmm. Especially that bit. The bin chicken, that's courtesy of the Australians who watch the show. Because we both have ibises. They're both just a pain in the ass. And they call them bin chickens down there. I'm like, oh, that completely fits because either they're hanging around the trash or they're following you around the parks.
And like we said before, in our neighborhoods, they're like gangsters.
I mean, they're like gangsters.
They're like 30,
They all roll in like, they roll in packs and nobody respects them whatsoever. They just don't. Wes Cagle says, come on, folks, we're talking Florida. How is Grand Theft Forklift story not running away?
Nice, Wes.
Well, it's winning actually right now by about 4 points. So we got 7. Hey, anything can change in 7 minutes. So if you want the Grand Theft Forklift story, keep open.
I'm surprised Naked for TikTok is not winning. It's usually anything with nudity wins.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Usually, if it's naked stuff, that's usually first. But I don't know. I guess Grand Theft Forklift is like, okay, I got to know the heck that story. Hey, Mark Daly, good to see you. Says greetings from the capital of Florida, aka South Georgia. Absolutely. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Let's see who else we have got. We have got Soul Assassin. Hey, he says Grand Theft Forklift. Somehow I wonder if Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers is part of that story. We're going to find out, right? Gonna find out. Man, I love Reddit. I love Reddit and I hate Reddit at the same time, but great place to get stuff from, I tell you. Assault with a loaded weapon. If it wasn't loaded, that would be weird.
It could be just a cudgel.
Keyword is loaded. Just saying. I like to hide things in plain sight when I put those titles up there. Hey, Linda says, hello, LaReina panel and everyone in the chat. Good seeing you, my darling. I hope you're doing well. You and the doggos. Let's see who else we have got. Yeah. I think Jesus will come back before we get Grand Theft Auto 6, honestly. At this point.
They'll get it year 3000, but we'll be gone.
Mm-hmm. It's like, how dare you? You just, you denied us Grand Theft Auto 6, man. Let's see. At least you weren't a Cowboys fan and a casual Jaguar fan. Oh, let me talk about the Cowboys for the Dallas Cowgirls for a little bit.
You know what I say about them, right?
What?
Steers and queers, and I don't see no horns.
How much time do I have? 17 minutes, y'all.
I didn't curse. I used a good one.
I know. I don't know if you guys, some of you who follow me on X, all right, you saw me quote tweet this video of this elementary school in Philadelphia, and they had the pictures of some of the Dallas Cowboy players on punching bags, and the students and the teachers were hitting the punching bags. Oh. And you had people whining about, what are they teaching those kids? I'm like, they're teaching what? Okay, obviously you are not. You're not from Philly. We loathe the Dallas Cowgirls, and our favorite teams are. Let's see, what are the teams we mostly hate? I think it's the Giants and
Giants, Redskins. Everybody in the NFC East. Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, I put it backwards. It's like, who do you root for in Philly? The Eagles or whoever's playing the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm. That's the way it should be. Mm-hmm. Teaching them young, hitting Dallas Cowboy punching bags is the way it should be. Yep. I got no problem with that.
Yep.
I sorry, you're going to hate me. Well, not really, because I'm no longer really following them, but, just all of you.
Oh, we will.
Okay, now that's disgusting. That's disgusting.
I will give Steelers grace. I will give Steelers grace because Reggie White had to go to Pittsburgh before he could get a Super Bowl ring. Okay, so I give Pittsburgh grace when it comes to that. And they also had Heinz Ward and oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the guy.
This is for West Cagle. We have two teams that still play in New Jersey because they're not New York nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the New Jersey Giants and the
New Jersey Giants. Yes, they play at the freaking Meadowlands in New Jersey.
Where Jimmy Hoffa,
what's the only
union leader's buried at supposedly?
What's the other two teams that play in New York?
Hey,
what, this New York State or New York City?
New York State.
Well, Buffalo and
Bills, and who else?
Nope, I thought it was just one. I thought it was the Bills. That's right.
Yeah, just the Bills. Yeah. That's
Cowboy spit. Yeah. See, that's what we do. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay. Look. I'm go back to the 70s with Roger Staubach. So I'm classic Dallas.
I'm gonna go back to the 70s, the Steelers, and you have no argument.
Blow it out your head, Tom. Gee, man,
dude, you lost. We're
gonna come on Wednesday night. We're gonna have that out. We're gonna have the Pittsburgh Dallas trash down one day. Tom.
How many rings you guys got?
We got enough rings. You had a chump quarterback.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I know.
Until you get them, come back.
Okay, all right. Come back to the SEC. All right.
Yes.
Got the star at the BB gun game.
We can beat up on the Jaguars because they don't count.
Well, I tell you what, they try to give a game away today. They had a 3-point lead. What happened? Arizona ties it up because they wouldn't kick a field goal. And Dallas had the ball, fourth down, wouldn't kick the field goal. Luckily, got it back to beat Philadelphia. Philadelphia gave them that game. Yeah, how about them Cowboys? I will say a great friend of ours said the Cowboys will be forever cursed as long as the current owner owns the team, and I agree.
We have to talk about football down here because the snowbirds, either whether you're a snowbird or you moved down here and stayed down here, you bring your football teams with you. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's it's still there. You walk around. Some of them, like I know where I live, you can tell where the Eagles fans are. The Patriots. It's like you never left the Northeast when you go.
Right, and like the Jaguars are like the Vanderbilt of the NFL, and
Yeah,
that
pretty much.
everybody comes and all most of the fans are of the opposite team, not the home team. You know,
It's so funny.
it's 3-1 New
Hey,
York or
okay.
Pittsburgh fans. So,
Oh well, I would much rather, like I said, I give Pittsburgh grace. New York can go second.
I don't. Tom and I are gonna have a bones to pick going forward. So
The
yeah.
AR Actual Picture Culture Casino, one of the streams on there. I don't know. You're gonna have to ask CJ about that. If it is or not. He released him at Kraken. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Let's see. It's getting to be like the villages in my town. The golf carts are taking over the roads. Golf carts taking over the roads, and people in the freaking Target, and they can't find stuff. And they're all in the craft store.
Yeah, I saw that.
Blocking the aisles and
I just, the first thing I thought when I saw that was if my wife was with you, y'all be like, y'all going gangsta on everybody.
Yes.
Thing about get out of the damn way.
I hate that.
Who y'all?
Go to the side. Park on the side.
Yeah, but Snort's right about golf carts. We got people in a small old neighborhood. They want to bring in a homeowners association by volunteerism, and they just drive the golf carts around with the teenagers driving them. It's like, stop it.
Oh. Man, how about that? No, we do not mention the cow.
How about them Cowboys, Killy Chow?
We don't mention
Roll Tide. I'll give you Roll Tide for that one.
Did you right so I can kick Dead Man off?
Can I just say, all you have to yell is Roll Tide, and everybody turns around.
Hey, he gave me a how about them Cowboys? I'll give him a Roll Tide.
It's one of those things, man. Somebody's got a Bama shirt on, like Roll Tide, Roll Tide.
Unless you're an Auburn fan, they hate it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, folks, let's see who won what story won the poll here. Oh, okay. Grand Theft Forklift. All right. Woo-hoo! We got Grand Theft Forklift. Okay. So let's see.
That's kind of close, though.
It was. It was pretty 40, darn close.
32. Naked started to catch up. Yeah.
Yeah, it started to. We might, I might, maybe if we have time, we'll do that one, or we'll put it back on the stack. We'll have it come back next week for the second chance. Or maybe we should probably have a second chance stream where all the stories that didn't win, we just bring one out. But anyway, 103 of you folks watching, thank you so much for being here. Let's get started with what won here. Tallahassee police. Man arrested accusing of stealing forklift and ATM Monday morning. Why does this remind me of the movie? Shoot, was it Barbershop when they stole the ATM?
I'm trying to remember. I think it might be. I don't know.
I'm trying to remember when they stole the ATM and they were trying to break into the ATM and they couldn't break into the ATM. But maybe this is why they got the forklift. I
mean, they used their brain a little bit.
This reminds me a little bit of watching World's Dumbest, though.
But
they tried to tip ATMs into back of trucks and all kinds of different ways.
Mm-hmm. Oh, was Barbershop. Okay, cool. All right. I thought it was when they were stealing it. But anyway.
A forklift, it's like they're not exactly known for their speed.
No. And everybody can hear you. Especially if you back up.
You guys have taught me a lot.
Commercials, yeah.
I get all the darn commercials. They know I'm here.
At least you didn't get a Morgan & Morgan commercial.
Oh, wait. That'll probably pop up later.
He'll show up.
A Tallahassee man is facing nearly half a dozen charges today after police say Joshua Hidalgo stole a forklift and an ATM of more than a mile through the streets.
A resident along Birmingham Street sharing this video from a home
security camera. He went for a mile?
Showing a forklift slowly passing by the home just after 5 a.m. this morning.
Look at the flashing light.
Says somebody soon reported seeing that forklift hauling an ATM down the street. Here's what happened when officers tracked Hidalgo down.
Not just the beep, the light too, LaReina. At night.
I haven't done anything.
Wow.
Pastor, I'm right here.
I'm down.
All right, I told you to take a seat, brother.
Stay down.
TPD sharing this body cam video of Hidalgo's arrest as they finally caught up with him near the corner of Alabama and Connecticut streets. In this video, you can see Hidalgo moments earlier moving toward the front of the forklift and then taking off. Officers chased him and arrested him a couple of blocks away. Now, this afternoon, we're learning more about how all of this started. Tallahassee police say the forklift was actually stolen from Griffin Middle School, and then the ATM was taken from a business parking lot off West Tennessee Street, about a mile away.
Okay, wait a minute. So he stole the forklift from a school.
Right. Wow.
A school. Lord, I can't.
A school, though.
A
Think of that.
school, not a construction site or something like that he happened to be,
I don't think I've ever seen a
Right.
forklift just parked at a school.
They could have been doing it at they use it for like food deliveries and stuff like that. Depends on.
Maybe they were working on the football field or something.
pallets of
It's just weird.
stuff probably
Yeah.
that they got, but the fact that dude just drove it down the street at night when it's lit up.
Yeah, bad enough having that beep beep goes backwards, but the
Today, a
light.
neighbor shared these photos with us showing the stolen ATM and stolen forklift near the corner of Arizona and Callaway Streets after the sun came up.
Wait.
In the street, you can still see chunks of
What?
That's not a normal forklift.
No, it's not.
streets after the sun came
That's
up.
more like a tractor tiller type,
Forklift.
like agriculture type one where they for the
Yeah.
bales. And
It's not like the one where it's compact, lowers down, scoops stuff up.
No. So that's a tractor.
Yeah.
Okay, good reporting, people.
Yeah, can't tell the difference between a forklift and a tractor. There you go.
Near the corner of Arizona
just
and
words.
Callaway Streets after the sun came up.
Tallahassee
In the street, you can
represent.
still see chunks of concrete and fragments of that ATM sign. You can also see a trail left behind on the pavement, scrapes that stretch block after block through Griffin Heights and Frenchtown.
Once again, Esposito's has this.
Oh. Man. Oh my gosh. Hey, let's see. I think I just saw Thomas.
Yep.
Mickey. How you doing? Thank you so much, and much love to
Good
you
to see you,
too.
Thomas.
Happy Thanksgiving, Thomas. I hope you're doing good.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing well. Wait, those are forklifts from like what Disney uses for their Christmas tree. Yes, it is. For like the really, because they have really huge trees that they have to, prop up and everything. Fire Streak Rodimus Prime. The funniest part is there is a 2 to 3 large city of Tally public centers within 2 miles of that school. And the major says, I used to drive those. Wow. Tallahassee. Yeah. First
Yes, this comment.
When Tally makes the show, they make it in style. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
My God.
I mean, we get Pinellas a lot, but when Tallahassee shows up, yeah, they make a splash for real. For real. It was a daring chase during which speeds reached almost 5 miles per hour. Nuts. Hey, Zachariah.
Just too funny.
Yeah, so let's see. Several charges: burglary, including burglary of a structure, criminal mischief, resisting an officer without violence, grand theft, I called it, and possession of burglary tools with intent to use, the court records revealed.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be GTA this time. It'd be GTF or GTT then, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Grand Theft Auto. It's more going to be like stupid is, stupid does.
I can't imagine anybody stealing one of these in Grand Theft Auto.
All it needs a white Ford Bronco, and then we're complete.
Rockstar might do it. if they get the game out. Hey, Nita, how you doing?
You know, if they did that, and then you could drag race forklifts, that'd be great.
Now that would be fun. That'd be a side quest, though. Forklift racing. Folks, you cannot break open an ATM. Okay, we already saw that. We already saw that on Barbershop. It's true. You can't do it.
I'm Kevin Miller.
Oh, daggone it. Stop showing me a darn ad. I just wanted to see the Ring camera video. Florida man be like cops. You cheer, open a beer when your street or city.
Don't forget the Florida Man games has dodging the cops, you know?
That's right.
Yeah.
Can you imagine waking up
on a
to this?
forklift? Could you picture that?
They could. LaReina, you need to send that to the Florida Man games.
I do.
Have them add the tractor. You use this story as a thing to add to their avoid a cop thing. As if the yellow light was not bad enough. Hey,
you can hear it.
Beep, beep, beep at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Yep, Fire Streak. I do remember that.
See, you know, people don't like narcs, but that's a way to get people to narc on you when you start waking them up at 5 o'clock in the morning trying to sleep. Oh, God.
Ain't no one in that
pulling an
neighborhood
ATM and they
waking
need
up.
to get to it in the morning.
That's right. Ain't no one in that neighborhood waking up for that. Like, whatever. I'm just done. Drugs. Well, they didn't mention drugs. Let me see. No drugs. No drugs were mentioned. No drugs. They can't use clip. No drugs. But just for giggles, you know, what the heck?
Drugs.
Yeah. All right. 110 of you folks in here. It is, of course, Thanksgiving week. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but Publix is closed on Thanksgiving Day. So go get your stuff. All right. Just saying. Okay. Let's see which one we're going to do. Oh, we'll start with this one. Forget Trump versus Clinton. Of course, this is from 2016. This Thanksgiving family fight was about the hot sauce. Now, Scott and any other cop or anyone who's ever been involved in law enforcement or anybody who's ever watched episodes of Cops will agree. Domestic calls tend to spike up during the holidays. Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Wow. Bradenton. Okay, that could have been Palaca, but he said Bradenton.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Let's see. As families come together to celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday, the country was preparing itself for fierce debates. Of course, this 2016. But for one Paris family, the argument didn't stem from a disagreement over political parties. Oh, no. Is this like Frank's versus Crystal versus Texas Pete versus Tabasco? I bet you it is. Okay. Buffalo dipping sauce put at the center of a dispute. Oh, Lord. Manatee County represent. All right.
Manatee.
So the The Manatee County Sheriff's Office was called out. I wonder who had to take this call. It was called out to the Twin Rivers neighborhood Wednesday in response to a domestic disturbance call. Told it was domestic. But when the deputy arrived, he was told the racket was just because of the spicy sauce. According to the incident report, the argument didn't turn physical, but the deputy handed out domestic packets to the parties involved.
Wait a second. What time is it? Are we past the safety time?
Yes, we are.
Remember the thing. Frank's Red Hot Sauce. We put that shit on everything.
Frank's is like my second favorite one. I
know. I'm just thinking they're fighting over something like that. We're supposed to put on a part of the body they weren't supposed to.
Manatee County is showing a Pinellas influence. Yes, we don't normally get stuff from Manatee County, so it's a little different. Linda says my cousin lives in Bradenton.
I've been there. Yeah.
I've driven by Bradenton. Scott says, especially in the evenings after some people have been drinking or otherwise imbibing all day. I think it's Bob Engvall. He has a song he sings because he's like, I hate getting together with my relatives for holidays. He's got this song says, what's that blue light in the driveway? Somebody's going to jail. Soul Assassin says, rules for a Southern Thanksgiving feast. Do not talk politics, religion, sports, and make sure the sweet teas and the pies are made right. Might just save your lives. Yeah, yeah. You better have that sweet tea, and it better be on point. The pies better be right.
I like the way they threw sports into the no-nos because that's true.
That is.
Yeah.
Especially
Florida State, Florida together or something.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia Tech, Alabama, Auburn. Yeah.
You know what I found the best for Thanksgiving? Stay the hell home, play video games, tell everybody to F off.
No.
I really
it's peaceful.
With that.
It's peaceful.
It's actually quite peaceful.
I don't know. It's kind of cool to have a little bit of spice, but yeah.
Yeah,
no, that's what you go to the Chinese place for in town.
It's kind of like
you eat, you go home, no dishes.
Well, see, what we're probably doing is after watching Mom a little bit in the morning, and then we've got to stream at night. The Miss wants to. We're going to probably go to Golden Coral in the afternoon, and just go to the food trough, no prep.
I'm looking forward to this Thanksgiving night. She's doing Quiplash. This is going to be fun.
All right.
We are going to have a freaking blast playing Quiplash.
Because I might be drunk.
Because for my family, Thanksgiving is not a real big deal, really. Thanksgiving just serves as, the confab or whatever to get everybody together to plan what the heck we're going to be doing for Christmas. That's what Thanksgiving is for the most part. I mean, I didn't really get into like, oh yeah, this is what Thanksgiving is, and until I found out I had Yankee relatives that were actually there. So other than that, Thanksgiving is not real super huge in the South, except for, hey, let's get together. What do we do? Who's on point for Christmas? That sort of thing.
The main thing that I always had was the typical Dallas Cowboy Thanksgiving afternoon game. That Macy's Parade. Those two things.
Well, you would like the chicken and dumplings. I got in my crock pot right now. I can smell it. I mean, that was Old Bay. Yeah.
Man, I'm hitting the road now.
And you can't go wrong with Old Bay, really. You really can't. And yes, do not bring New York style tater salad to Southern dinner. You will be shown the door if you could even get in the door, because we could sniff that out. Like that tater salad don't look right. I mean, do I have to? Please don't give me PTSD telling y'all about the potato salad at Hollywood Studios.
Sure. What? I mean, how do you mess up potato salad?
Dad, man,
not that I eat it, but
you didn't hear the story.
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Well, all right. I will endure the PTSD because, frankly, I cannot believe Disney had their audacity to serve this, and I think they finally got rid of it.
You talked about their greens or something once before. It's like they don't do it really Southern in a way. So I'm all ears.
No, it was potato salad. They literally chopped up some boiled potatoes and put like vinaigrette on it. And okay, so before I even got the potato salad, because my sister was there with us, she's in the chat. She'll corroborate the story. We're like, potato salad, that'd be nice. That's a Southern potato salad. The cast member who was from Florida, she said, I think you should see it before you order it. I'm like, what do you mean? What is it? Amish potato salad? So I mean, not the first pick, but it's okay. And that's when she brought it out. It was like this chopped up red potato with like red beans and green beans and like a vinaigrette. And the way our face looked, she said, see, this is why I had to bring it over and show you.
Wow.
That was like one of the worst culinary abominations I've ever seen since fat-free butter. It just, no. You don't. The quickest way to tick off someone from the South is to bring some tasteless. Just that potato didn't deserve that. That potato deserved to be bathed in chopped up eggs and paprika and mustard and Duke's mayonnaise.
Okay? What boiled potato with just that little bit of stuff on it?
Yes.
No mayonnaise. No
in
egg.
Like a little plastic cup thing.
No mayonnaise. No egg.
You're going to think I'm nuts.
No
mustard.
I won't eat either version of it. I can't stand it.
See, well, no, I don't eat potato salad. Period. I don't.
I won't do it.
But the way she's describing it, just like a boiled potato with a little bit of seasoning on it, I could eat that. But that's not potato salad.
That is not potato.
You gotta have mustard or mayonnaise or both, and eggs and what?
Little bit of intel. The cast member was black, so she looked at us and said, okay, yeah, I'm going to have to show you this because I do not want to get yelled at.
Yep.
You're going for Indian food? I do not like Indian food. I do not like Indian food. I do not like Mexican food as a rule. I'm very bougie with my Mexican food. That's why Mexican Iron Man said I like flour tortillas. I'm like, no corn tortillas whatsoever. But yeah, I can't do Indian food unless you're from the West Indies. That's actually different.
I don't like that either. But we will on Christmas we will go to Chinese or Japanese hibachi.
Yeah, see, Chinese, that's acceptable. I'll tell you this right now. Okay, here's a little hint. Okay, if you're going to a Southern household for Thanksgiving, if you bring Chinese food, it will not be turned down.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Just saying.
Listen,
it won't be
we're going to go have Thanksgiving at a Southern Chinese barbecue buffet.
Ooh.
Dang, that's so good. Oh my gosh, that is delicious. That is delicious. Well, now you've heard the story. Now you heard the story. West Kaggle, you know what? I'm gonna say the Germans in the South plus that sucker up.
Listen.
I'm just gonna say.
I don't agree with Wes much, other than he needs to get out of New Jersey still. But I don't like potato salad, so he can keep it.
Some people don't like potato salad, but I love that. Yes, it was a war crime. It was an abomination. My sister is in the chat. She said it was pretty sad. The way our faces looked. Oh my gosh. It was just like, what is that? What did she bring out? Yeah, I told you that gave us PTSD. Dag on it. That just wasn't that. Japanese, yeah. Southern household Chinese would be preferable. Just saying. I won't turn down Japanese food, but not as spicy.
I could take some good Japanese cooking.
Fallout Dave says, hey, Talia, is that potato salad license to slap the stupid out of someone? Yeah, I'm not going to answer for her, but I'm gonna guess it's gonna be yes. That's culinary abominations like that in the South are not tolerated. Yeah, they're really unless you're a kid. Well, no, even if you're a kid, no, it's not acceptable. Yes, they call me tater salad. And didn't his call his son Tater Tot?
I think so.
Oh, jeez.
I love Ron White. You dude aren't funny.
Dear
Oh,
God.
well, I guess they handed out domestic packets, whatever that is. What is that like a traffic warning? You get pulled over for speeding.
Yeah, it's domestic. Is like, hey, cut it out, calm down, stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, blue cheese
You know, I
dressing.
want to go get some wings now.
Hilton.
Damn it!
Hilton, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's see here. Dang it, they're about to take. Okay, all right. Next Thanksgiving one. Florida strip club chain giving away 3,000 turkeys to the needy for Thanksgiving.
Hey,
Strippers
why not?
care, y'all. Why the heck not?
Yeah.
If they had enough to do it, why not?
Mm-hmm. So this annual event is specifically designed for families who need help during the holidays,
And that's how they recruit their new dancers. But I'm not saying nothing.
probably, yeah.
Hey, you got 2 kids. You look good for having 2 kids. Come here, lady. We get you on that pole. We can give you more than free turkey.
Oh gosh,
Fallout, Dave. And you guys can chime in if you
I would like to see. I would like to see somebody create what I've seen with an Easter one. There is an Easter strip club one with the bunny peeps like riding the poles and dollar bills on the stage with the chicks and chairs around. You know,
There's that one.
I will. Okay, give me a minute. I'll work on getting that for you.
Okay, because I was gonna say, Fallout Dave. Yes, there are strip club chains. Don't ask me how I know that. Let's just say that I know that there are. Does it come with the free lap dance? I don't know. I don't know if the dancers deliver the turkeys.
Listen,
I think they
you'd
just
have every needy
hand it
boy
out.
in the neighborhood if they have that dancer standing outside there giving out free turkeys.
Have free turkey. You probably have the issue with some of them who keep coming back. So let's see. Chain of strip clubs in South Florida. Why am I not surprised? Once again, making sure those in need will have food on their tables come Thanksgiving. Nice philanthropy going on here. Cheetahs, 3 locations in Palm Beach, Pompano Beach, and Hallandale Beach.
They used to have a 4th location up in Ormond, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
And it didn't. Ormond shut them down. If I remember the name of that place, it was right before you would go to the Destination Daytona. It's on there. Yeah, I think that was one of their other locations.
Because I swear I remember the billboards.
It's like, oh.
I think I do. I think I remember the billboards, but yeah, Hallandale Beach is special. And just saying, holidays in Pompano Beach.
So when somebody goes, "Hey, I'm a leg man. I'm a breast man," they can take that seriously.
Mm-hmm. Literally.
I'm a peep man, but anyway, I had to put it in the group chat. I couldn't put it in the private chat back here.
Oh, okay. I'll have to
look at it when you can.
Yeah, check it out when I get a chance. Yeah, I can't wait for y'all to get here too. It'd be fun. You had snow already? Oh, damn it.
Hopefully it doesn't turn out like last January here when they come down and we got snow through half of Florida.
I hope
they bring the snow with them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come meet your sister at Universal and give her like and go, take it, leave.
They're not. Well, the owner of Cheetah Gentlemen's Club, Jose Rodriguez, finances the turkey giveaway through his Rodriguez Charities, which the U.S. military veteran established in 2007. Annual event is specifically designed for families who need help during the holidays. Anybody want to place bets that this dude is a former Marine?
I'd go with it.
Military something.
I'm going to put my money on the Marines. I don't know why, but I just will. Rodriguez Garrity sounds suspicious. It could be a shell corporation. You know.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Pass the boobies. I mean the chicken. I mean the turkey.
Or Navy.
I don't think anybody in the chair force would try that.
No. The chair force. What's the joke about the chair force? Getting nerds out of the mama's basement since 1945. It's true.
Hey,
wait, watch him be out of Space Force. You know,
I would laugh so freaking hard, but being that Space Force has only been around a couple years,
I would. Yeah, you get extra points for that. For real, they're part of Space Force. Oh wait, but it says no, he established it in 2007, so I think that was before the Space Force.
Still would be fun to
got established.
It'd be fun if that was the one, but
the chair force wouldn't even think of it, at least out loud, right? Honestly, that could be any branch of the military. I've seen Army guys do that, but the Marines are pretty hardcore about giving back.
Yeah. They have the Christmas toy drive, the Marines do. So
let's just say out of all the branches of the military, I usually got approached mainly by Marines. Army person, maybe. If they were Army, they were infantry.
Oh crap!
But usually they were Marines who would approach me. So kind of interesting. Especially when I was working for Stark Industries. Although that really wasn't fair because we were in Intel, and man, anytime we saw fatigue set foot, we told all of our friends, it is your duty as a good American citizen and gal pal to let us know not only if you see fatigues or flight suit hit campus, but where we can actually go so we can go and watch said person. We were horrible. We were absolutely horrible. Special forces will probably do it as well. Yeah, I can see that too. A lot of logistics involved in running a strip club. Okay, I'm giving myself away there. Anyway, on to the first Thanksgiving, y'all. On to the first Thanksgiving. Got 129 of you folks in here. So good to see you. Yes, the first Thanksgiving was held in Florida, of course, and not too far from the spot of where the Castillo de San Marcos stands today. So on September 8th, 1565, Pedro Menendez de Avilés and 800 Spanish settlers founded the city of St. Augustine in Spanish LaReina. As soon as they were ashore, the landing party celebrated a mass of Thanksgiving. And this mass is actually recreated every year. They'll do it. They'll have it. It's pageantry. Looks awesome. So let's see. Afterwards, Menendez laid out a meal to which he invited as guests the native Seloy tribe who occupied the site at the time. The celebrant of the Mass was St. Augustine's first pastor, Father Francisco Lopez de Mendoza Griales. And the feast day of the church calendar was that of the Nativity of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Point of personal privilege. Father Francisco signature is on the baptismal certificate of, I want to say it's like my 9th great grandmother. So she was actually baptized in the cathedral that they built there. So when you go see the cathedral in St. Augustine, the front of the cathedral, that is the original part of the cathedral, because it looks kind of weird because it's a Spanish mission front, and then in the back you see like English style flying buttresses and stuff like that. That came later because old man Flagler wanted a clock tower put there so he wouldn't have to check his watch to see what time it was. So he kind of built it up. So all the stuff there. So Father Lopez wrote that the Indians imitated all they saw done. So obviously they didn't know each other's language, but they shared food. Spanish had on their 5 ships. So basically, what was it? A stew made from salted pork and garbanzo beans laced with garlic seasoning and accompanied by hard sea biscuits and red wine, because they had to make that trip all the way from Spain to Florida. So, stuff that can hold up during the journey. And let's see, if the Indians contributed, which they more than likely did, the menu could have included turkey. Florida has turkeys?
Wild turkeys.
Okay. I've seen turkey buzzards, but I've never seen wild turkey before.
They were, I remember different. We had a lot of different things that were probably hunted out of extinction.
You know what? Yeah. I think you're right. I've never seen a turkey. I've hardly ever seen deer here before.
Oh, deer are tiny here.
Deer what?
They're tiny.
Yeah, they're not like the big ones from the Northeast, like you see like a 20-pin buck. Jumping out of the car.
When I was down here with her, I was like, was that a big dog? What the hell was that? Oh, it's a deer.
I've never seen a deer in Florida at all. Of course, Florida has turkeys, most of them from New York.
Nice.
Hey, Tina, good to see you. Let's see. The first Thanksgiving was held when the settlers landed and said, let's give thanks for not having landed in New England. Well, we're going to talk about that a little bit there too. There's still turkeys all over North Florida. Yeah, I've never seen turkeys here. I've seen turkey buzzards, but I haven't seen the wild turkeys.
Saying we still have turkey season here in Florida. I'm thinking it's when the snowbirds come down.
That's when I'm starting to think.
Well, I think out in Panhandle where my relatives are, Mrs. relatives are. There's more out there.
Yeah, probably because of the little cooler there.
Yeah, I know they have plenty of feral pigs, though. That's for sure. Too many of them things.
Yeah, I've heard about those.
Deer chili is friggin' amazing.
I've heard that.
Venison chili? Oof.
I've heard about that venison chili. And they had the gopher tortoise, which was almost hunted to extinction. Actually. So, yes, they had turtle soup. Poor turtle didn't do anything. Mullet. Yes, we all know what mullet is, right?
Who eats mullet?
They did.
Oh my gosh!
It's just like you have to think. It's like the
you didn't exactly have Publix there, Dad, man.
Yeah,
no, mullet. I mean, you eat drumming on mullets like it's even worse than mud cats. But
well, they probably look. Let's put it this way.
They didn't have pollution back then.
No, they didn't. So it's kind of like, what do you have left over? We can give them this mullet. They can have that. You have a sea catfish. Ooh, that's probably good. Not the mud brackish catfish.
Yeah, those mud cats. Ugh.
They're disgusting. Nobody wants those, but the sea catfish, yeah, you want those. Those are actually good. Corn, beans, and squash, of course.
Yeah.
Which they were gonna have. Scott said he grew up eating smoked mullet.
Okay, I was good.
I have never had mullet before, or if I did, I didn't know what it was. Usually it was bream or catfish. Well, catfish is ugly, but when you fry it, just separate taste.
You gotta fry it. No
catfish is good.
No boiled catfish. You gotta fry it. All that.
Fry it.
I get LaReina, I bet your grandmama would be able to make mullet. I mean, if you had one of those grandmas that could make anything magical.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you probably had mullet along the way somewhere.
Yeah, because I may have had mullet, but yeah, catfish. I had a love-hate relationship with catfish because they swallow your whole line and you're fishing. So you got to cut that off. And when I was little, it's like if I caught a catfish, my nana's like, "Don't touch it. I have to cut it off." It's like a fish with a mustache on it. What the heck?
Wow.
The thing is, this showing up in nature. I'm gonna go back to Pennsylvania.
Well, no disrespect to the people that have eaten mullet. Snort poop, as itself said. I didn't realize mullet and eating mullet was a thing. Something we never did, but okay.
I had no idea.
Snort likes eating mullet because he's a bear.
Nah,
I got that, Scott Westbrook.
We all had to come out with mullet hairdos one night on camera.
Oh my god!
I'll have to get a camera.
Too funny. So yeah,
you mean mullet, not mullet. Different.
No, it's a mullet, right? I know the hairdo.
You're gonna look like what's his name? I forgot his name.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
No, there was a movie that the guy had the mullet, and he was oh damn it! It'll come to me later.
Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt. That's it.
Oh my gosh! I watched that movie. I enjoyed the heck out of that film. Let's see. So yeah, took place. This is the first community active religion and Thanksgiving and the first permanent European settlement in North America. Again, when Spain took that L and sold Florida to the United States, we took the title away from Plymouth. Actually, an interesting story. I think Florida got sold last because that whole panhandle area from I want to say Floribama, Mississippi, Alabama, that section right there. It's why Louisiana has this boot part on. But basically, United States, they couldn't figure out who owned it. So they didn't know they thought the Spanish owned it, but no, it turned out that the French owned it. And they had to sort out who exactly owned it so they could buy it through the Louisiana Purchase. So that's what took so long. They got that, and then Florida was the last part. Spain went and sold it to them. So that's why I told you guys that the Spaniards tried to take the cannons. And the Americans were like, "Oh no, we paid for all of this. You do not get cannons with you. You don't take them.
No,
y'all
you signed
out.
Up. Yeah, you signed it. It's ours now.
You signed it. And coincidentally, Spain only sold the land to the U.S. that was not occupied. So, likes of say my fourth great grandfather, actually 3 of my fourth great grandfathers, had to prove to the United States government that they owned the land that they had. So they actually had to go through the Spanish land records, and I'm forgetting the guy's name because he spoke English and Spanish, and he had to write all the records in English and in Spanish to submit it to the United States government. So yeah, gotta love the United States government, let me tell you. So this is actually took place 300 yards north of the Castillo de San Marcos, which is now the Mission of Nombre de Dios. Event is commemorated today by a 250-foot cross, which stands on the original landing site. I have seen that cross when I got to ride in the Los Floridanos carriage during the Christmas parade. The Mission of Nombre de Dios is where the parade started. So you had all the Spanish guards, you had the reenactors of the Spanish royal family, and all those folks. And I think we were the fifth one behind them, and the cart and all that. So it's a beautiful, beautiful shrine. If you ever get a chance to go check it out. Yeah, can you blame our Spanish ancestors? LaReina ain't no empire ready for Florida, man. Yeah, we were a pain in the ass. They really were. They just did not want to deal with us. Well, that's true. Even the British didn't want it. You should go back and read some of the records when the British governor was there. He hated St. Augustine.
Hey, we're the British Empire. We want everything on the world except Florida. Forget Florida.
He hated St. Augustine, but apparently the British soldiers loved going out and getting drunk a lot. So,
well, maybe he had too many palmetto bug experiences. So you never know.
Probably. Back then, it could have been anything. It could have been anything, man. Come on, think about it. Yeah. They didn't have raid or anything else to stop the bugs.
No. You had to have a rat rack because the rats would go up on the food, and what they were telling me is they would like suspend it, so the rats tried to jump on it, they'd get like disoriented and stuff like that. Yeah, they did. It was wild. Yeah, that parade was really neat. I haven't done it in a couple of years, but it was interesting seeing all the interesting looks that camera girl and I got when we're in the carriage for the oldest Spanish family who settled in Augustine. It was funny. But it was cool, though. We had a great time. So let's see. So 15 years celebrated before. They weren't Puritans. They were actually separatists. I have to explain that. The Puritans came later. They didn't get along too well with the Pilgrims. Well, Pilgrims, separatists that came over on the Mayflower. So yeah, you had the Thanksgiving at Plymouth Plantation, but the one in Plymouth Plantation, that was the one that, of course, that oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm blanking out like this. So that was the one that Lincoln used for the Thanksgiving meal. Of course, they had one in Jamestown, but he didn't go for that one. He went for the one in Plymouth, and that's the one that they decided to use. Again, this was before the United States bought Florida. So check this out real quick.
Menendez christened the new settlement San Agustin, or St. Augustine. It was September 8th, 1565. Those are the reenactors.
Traditionally, the Spanish representative of the king would go to the flag, plant the flag in the ground, and proclaim the land in the name of the king. He, however, went over to Father Lopez and knelt down and kissed the cross. So he proclaimed the land in nombre de Dios, in the name of God, before the name of his king.
And Lopez observed the natives imitated all they saw done. Now there is a picture for you.
Father Lopez then conducted a mass of thanksgiving, and Menendez ordered that a meal be prepared for everyone, including the natives. This was 55 years before the Pilgrims even arrived in Plymouth. A few years ago, Dr. Michael Gannon drew fire when he called this meal the true first Thanksgiving.
And I'll tell you, this to this day, this pisses off so many of my Mayflower cousins. As soon as they started, oh, it's the first thing. No, it wasn't. So they're like, nope, it wasn't.
There was a guy who called me from WBZ in Boston. He said, while I'm talking, do you realize that there's an emergency meeting of select men at Plymouth to contend with this new information that there were Spaniards in Florida before there were Englishmen in Massachusetts?
Yes, that was a hot topic. You want to talk about some people with their panties in a bunch?
Oh yeah, because that's like tourist stuff up there. That was major tourism for them.
Exactly, major.
Yeah, there's no prize for second place in this. I mean,
no.
You want to be the first because that's what means something. If you're second, then you're just copying the other.
I could see them being saucy enough to saying, "Hey, we're the first one as America," because they weren't a part of America at the time. That's what they're going to say.
Oh, that's what they did. And when I started, so I'll just show you guys a little bit. Like when I started researching my family's history about like I would say 11 years ago or so, and tracing all this stuff, and it's like you mean to tell me actually have Mayflower relatives? Oh yes, it's great. Went up to Plymouth. That's the whole thing. Like you were saying, Tom, tourism, you know, national pride, state pride. Your whole Thanksgiving Day holiday is based on our ancestors stepping off of a ship and thanking God for, well, this was actually a year after they stepped off the ship because some of them died, including my 11th great grandfather. He did not make it through the winter, but I almost want to say it's like a fart sniffing ritual, so to speak. With that, it's like I don't know. Go watch the movie Dutch. You'll understand what I'm talking about. But that's literally that's like the whole identity. So when I found this out, I was like, guess what? Y'all didn't. The pearl clutching and the sphincter tightening that happened when I brought that up, they did not like it at all. At all. They were pissed. I'm like, historically accurate, and you all know, I know, right? To just, yeah, suck it, Pilgrims, in your Plymouth Rock, Florida man did it. Yes, we did. It only pissed off New Englanders for sure. Yeah, it did. It did. They do not like you bringing it up at all. Tina said, I had no idea about this, and I do not want to bring it up to any New Englander. They will not handle it well. They will not handle it well. When I talk to my cousins, I'm like, I will give you guys the fact that, the general holiday is based off of, what happened in 1620, but factually, that is not accurate. And yeah, they lose it.
And then he said, well, you know how you've become known up here in New England? I said, no. He said, the Grinch who stole Thanksgiving.
And that's true. 100% true. They were not happy whatsoever about that. So a little bit about the Pilgrims and everything. So William Bradford, he was an English separatist, most famous for being the one of the Pilgrims who sailed to America on the Mayflower, established Plymouth Colony in 1620. And it's because of this guy that I found out two things. One, his Bible is in the Plymouth Museum. And I didn't know that there was a different version of the Bible before the King James Version. I had no clue. It's called the Geneva Bible.
Yeah.
And there's a reason. You know this one, Dad, man?
It's been a while since I heard about it. I knew that there was something before the King James. Yeah. There have been other versions. Yeah.
Yeah, the Geneva Bible, because I saw a copy of it. And I'm like, what are all these? There's all these notes that are in the Geneva Bible. Basically, the Geneva Bible was put together for any lay person to understand the Bible. Whether you were, a noble or whether you were just a farmer at the plow, you could understand the Bible. However, King James really didn't like all the critiques that the Geneva Bible had in it about him.
Nope.
He did not like it. So yeah, they had to print it like not in England. They had to print it in Geneva. And yes, it was because of Calvin. Yeah. They didn't, yeah. King James didn't like ridicule, And yes, the Tyndale Bible came also before the King James. William Tyndale was actually killed by the King of England for making an English translation of the Bible. Yes, that is true. Absolutely. Absolutely true. Oh, wow, you lucked out. You got tickets to go see Oh My God, It's Wix.
I had a thing come across that I was like, he's going to be where? I'm like, yeah, nope.
Ah,
Too far of a drive.
love to go see him. But yes, this is William Bradford, and it's because of this dude why I asked somebody darn Mayflower answers on both not just but my mom's side and my dad's side family. It's like, believe it or not, I'm related to my brother-in-law because of the Quebecois in Quebec. That's why we're actually related. Small group of people happens like the island. Everybody's related to everybody. But this particular dude, let's see, I'm gonna go over here and show you this. So this is a result of a whole lot of research and a lot of wine because there's too many people who are related to each other because it was such a small group of people. So Governor William Bradford comes over on the Mayflower. His first wife slips off the deck of the Mayflower, falls in the ice, and dies.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. They actually left their son in England, left him with family, and they came to the New World first because the only person on the Mayflower who had ever been to the New World before was Stephen Hopkins, who is another one of my 11th great grandfathers, and he was a mercenary because he arrived in Jamestown during the starving time. So when he got there, that's when they were like eating shoe leather and stuff like that. Yeah, so he was the only person who had been there because the people who went there before to Jamestown, they had no weapons, they had no food, they had none of that. So when my 11th great grandfather saw that, he's like, oh, hell no. If you're going to the New World, you need to be strapped. So yeah, they brought him along. Yep, Miles Standish had also been to America previously. Yeah, yeah. Miles Standish was he was, I think he was proper military too. Yeah, so he was military. Stephen Hopkins was more like special forces. And if you ever read the Shakespeare play The Tempest, the character Stefano is based on him. And apparently he didn't like it because he was portrayed by an Italian. That's exactly what he said. That's an exact quote. But Shakespeare put all his stuff in Italy, so that was funny. Jamestown was built on a bloody swamp. Yeah, they were not prepared. So when the separatists came over, they were actually prepared. They were prepared for the worst to happen. So anyway, Governor William Bradford. So the next, I think 6 months, Night Scott, next 6 months, a ship called, I think it was the Anne, another one was the Little James, but Alice Carpenter Southworth was on the Anne with her two sons. Okay, so she married William Bradford. They had their particular kids. So William Bradford's stepkids, I'm related to them on my mother's side. The blood kids that he had with Alice Carpenter Southworth on my father's side. Yep. So that's why pretty much if you're a Mayflower descendant and you do a DNA test, yeah, show up. It's uncanny. Absolutely uncanny how that happens. But anyway, lots of folks. Let's see. I always have to show this because this is really cool. So this is actually William Bradford's where he's buried, and it's so cool because the inscription on his headstone is actually part of it is actually written in Hebrew too. So he could, he could read, he could write Hebrew, Greek, Latin, and English. But those dudes were smart back in the day. And yes, very shallow gene pool. Real shallow gene pool. Like the mom dies, The widower marries the sister, has kids with the sister. He dies. The sister marries the brother. They have more kids. Yeah.
Because it was so small, and they were dying out, and there was no depth because they didn't keep repopulating from England, did they? It was just like they were over here on their own, and wow.
Yeah, they were. There was no one here. I think with women who were marriageable age, they did not have very many. Like Stephen Hopkins' daughter, Constance.
Mm-hmm.
I think her and another girl were the only one out of that whole group because 120 of them came over. Only half of them survived the winter.
Right.
That first winter. So I think what a lot of people, they romanticize the Mayflower people coming over, but they don't talk about how, half of them died. They claim they took the land from the Indians. No, they didn't. The land was cursed because there was a plague and nobody was there. Squanto, who actually got kidnapped by the Spaniards. You want to talk about a miracle? These quote unquote pilgrims come over to this land. They do not know the language. They do not know anybody. They're suspicious. And this Indian dude walks out and greets them in English. Yep. So for all the people who think that, the pilgrims just basically came over and took over the land of the Wampanoag. No, that did not freaking happen. Didn't happen. But it doesn't stop them from protesting every year. And which is why one of the reasons why I cannot stand the Grand Society of Mayflower Descendants is because you folks kowtow to that nonsense. And you let them clown you every year and make you feel guilty every year about your Mayflower heritage. See, I don't freaking play that.
No,
I don't.
Oh
and
my
told
goodness.
one up front.
If I was from that, how many? Kiss my ass. Guilty for nothing.
Mm-hmm. I'm just like, why the heck do you give these people all this power? It makes zero sense to do that. You should be proud. The fact that you had a bunch of people get on a ship. There were 2 ships. Remember, there were 2 ships. One of them was taken on water and it wasn't seaworthy. So they all had to cram on this ship. And then halfway to the Americas, it sprung a leak and they had to fix that. And it wasn't like it was a week, where you were at sea. They were at sea for months.
Yeah, it was sails. They didn't have motors.
No motors. They had to
those
depend
boats
on
really
wind.
weren't that big compared to what they were going against in that ocean.
Nope. No privacy. None whatsoever. And to actually do that and
no working toilets.
Well, the thing, you had just surviving the disease on the ships. Close quarters. Everybody else, all you needed was a plague or something to jump up, and boom, in close quarters. It, like you said, for months. It wasn't like you could isolate or anything like that.
For months, yeah, one-way trip for some of them. Yeah, like they wound up. Half of them wound up dying, and I didn't pay attention to that until I actually saw one of my ancestors was actually one of them who died that winter. His son went to live with William Bradford. So yeah, it was crazy. If you go back, well, I like reading it. He actually has a history of Plymouth Plantation. Don't believe what the libtards tell you. Go back and read that. You had people dying like every other day. They got there late. They got there in the winter. They had to build, shelter. It was not good. So the fact that when the spring came and they could actually feed themselves, of course they were freaking thankful for what happened. Although I don't think some of the I'm forgetting who this dude's name. All I know is that when William Bradford got remarried, apparently some Indians rebelled or something like that. They had peace for quite a while, caused problems. Dude had them beheaded and put all their heads on spikes leading up to where his wedding to Alice Calvin or Southworth was. That's some gangster-ish.
Oh boy, yeah.
That is some gangster-ish. So I'm just showing stuff here. It's like all the way up here. Like not Anglia, but dang it. Can't get up there. Okay. Like this whole part right here. Like Yorkshire. Yeah. Yeah. So it's nice to see DNA corroborate what I've been researching for like 12 years and such, which is really cool. So that's where they're from. No wonder I like Yorkshire pudding. But yeah, first Thanksgiving, of course, held in Florida. Sorry, not sorry. That's just how that goes. So if the United States did not have a receipt of purchase, this would not be an issue. But they do. So that's what happens. But anyway, last thing for the night, for folks who do not know, I always have to show this every year. Those of you who know this, please don't give it away. Some folks are not aware of this, but check it out.
We got a video. We got to go live on Facebook. So we were trying to clean the pool here at the international offices of IGA Network. And of course, our thing broke. But wait a minute. This is our family tradition right here. We got Uncle Chuck. Say hi,
Chuck.
Uncle Chuck. The camera's right there. And we have our turkey. See our turkey?
How big is it?
I don't know. But
I think it's an Aldi turkey. It looks like the packaging looks like it's an Aldi turkey.
It's frozen, and they say have it, in the water, right?
16 pounds.
16 pounds. Hold on, Uncle Chuck. Here we go. What are we naming the turkey? Donald. we're gonna stick a fork in it. Here it goes. Oh! So yes, folks, we thaw our turkey in the pool. That's how you do it when you live in Florida, right? And
no.
It still floated. It floated. It's a witch.
No. We defrost our turkey in the fridge.
I just want to know
Mm-hmm.
after these guys did that, if they really ate the damn thing or they just got rid of it. Because if they really ate it, I want to know how bad they were in the hospital for. Yeah,
you just cook the chlorine out.
They ate
it could be a saltwater pool too. We don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, they do it every year.
Tomorrow morning we'll take that out. Don't worry. No schnauzers have been harmed in this. There's Bella. There's Tippy. Where's Hans? Come here, Hans.
The dog's like, I am not in this hot mess. But yes, they do this every year. They're snowbirds. They are not natives. They are snowbirds.
Wow.
And they thaw the turkey out in the darn pool. This was the weirdest thing I'd ever seen. It's like a rambling thing where they go on and show all the stuff that they grew, but the simple fact that they threw a daggone turkey in the pool to defrost it. I don't. What if a gator comes?
It did sound like a bunch of liberal assholes.
They're SOL. That is technically gator bait right there.
Do you know where this is posted from? Like what city these people hail from?
They're in Clearwater.
Oh yeah, well, Tom's probably right. Yeah,
they're in Clearwater.
Yeah,
can't say I'm surprised.
Wow,
liberal mind virus is at it again.
Why would you? I don't know. I
have heard of that.
I'll do strange things, but just put it in your sink and let it thaw, or leave it in your refrigerator.
I mean, Fire Street Rodimus. I heard someone doing that. Defrost turkey in the dishwasher. At least that's a cleaner environment.
Yeah, depends how well they keep their dishwasher.
That's true, but I think I'd rather have it there than in the pool. It's all. Let's see. Defrosting a turkey in the pool gives me the same reaction of finding out from one of my relatives that she washed her collard greens in the washing machine.
What?
Talia can verify this. Yes.
What?
My mom didn't tell us until after.
In the washing machine.
Yes. Okay. For
With
people
your
who,
clothes. Okay.
yes, exactly. I'm like, she did what?
You know how bad that the germs build up in a washing machine? Have you ever taken one of those apart after about 6 months of just using it?
That was my thing too. I'm like, you're gonna wash collard greens where you wash your dirty underwear? Are you? I'm trying to think about this, but for people who don't know, okay, so people who don't know, collard greens are usually grown in very sandy soil. So it's like you're talking, South coastal, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida. It's so there's a lot of sand that's on it, sandy soil that's in it, and you literally have to wash them about 3 times. So even though I buy organic collard greens because they're beautiful and they don't have a lot of stems on them to mess with the weight, there's usually like some sand that's stuck on the leaves. Are really big, they're really big, and they have to cook for a long time. But you have to clean that sand out. So I wash mine like 3 times in baking soda because I'm soaking it literally 3 times. Because the last thing you want to do is eat collard greens and crunch nasty sand dirt that's in it. You gotta clean them. So
Well, I guess you could use the washing machine, put it on hot water. Maybe.
I can't.
I know. I can't either. I mean, I'll do a lot of crazy
I
things.
can't. I heard that, and I'm just like, my mom's like, yeah, we waited. I waited until we got home before I told you that.
Did she let you eat the greens though?
Yeah, she didn't say a word.
Oh gosh, Mom! Thanks, Mom. You could have said something beforehand, but we ate them, and now you tell us.
She did not say a word, and when that happened, I never ate greens at my godmother's house ever again. I could not believe she let us eat that.
Yeah, I would have lost it.
Yeah, it's be like mixing your greens with your chitlins. Yeah, and I refuse to eat chitlins ever, 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 ever. I don't think so. Well, I have plenty of weird ass things some of my relatives would do, and that was one of them. So I think I kind of traumatized y'all enough between the potato salad that was salad and then finding out one of my relatives washing greens in the washer. I know. I am. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm thinking, do you know what builds up in your washer?
That's what I'm saying. It's not just it's everything. It's
you're gonna wash greens when you
that's
wash
like
your underwear.
there was somebody I was talking to, and they're like, "Hey, during a hurricane, I'm gonna fill up my washing machine, and I'm gonna put all my ice in my beer." No, don't do that.
Mm-mm. Don't do that. That's not good. That's not good. Don't do that. Don't do that. Well, folks, there have been over 140 of you guys watching us between X and between YouTube. We sure do appreciate you guys being here. Let's see, Dadman, where can people find you and what do you have coming up?
Well, like I always say, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, Dadman Walking 55, all three are the same thing. Don't subscribe, hit the notifications, but it doesn't work. Follow me on Twitter. I always tweet when I go live. Sometimes it's random, but this week, Tuesday night, 9 p.m., we'll be talking more college football with JT Kirk and having a good time with that. Coming into last week with rivalry week this week, a lot of games, of course, a lot of stuff on the line, playoff talk. We spent a lot of time talking about, and And later on we'll move into probably the pro sports, and I'll start yelling at Tom F to take his Pittsburgh Steelers and go fly a kite again. But
I
right
ain't
now
gonna listen to you.
I don't
fly
care. I'm
kite.
gonna yell at you anyway, just for the fun of it. But
Old man yelling at clouds. I get you.
I know. Yeah, get off my yard. But also, it's just right now we're taking a look, focusing on the college football playoff picture here. Then we'll move into the NFL eventually. As it winds down, Wednesday night, normally at 8 o'clock on Wednesday nights, I have Go West Dad Man with my friend Wes Cagle, who's out in the chat tonight. This week, though, being Thanksgiving Eve, we may put a panel together based on people's availability to do a little bit thing, because of course I do late night with Dad Man, from fruitcakes to porta potties, and Tom's been there a few times and had a lot of fun, and it's usually a riot. So we'll see what happens this Wednesday night. And then the missus on her channel, if somebody can link that, on Thursday on Thanksgiving, she has 2 streams. One, she's doing a morning musings at a different time at 11 a.m. focusing on Thanksgiving. And then that night she's going to show the movie Trains, Planes, and Automobiles.
Oh, that's a classic.
I've never seen it.
No?
Yeah, everybody does that to me when I say I've not seen movies. Everybody's
that's okay, because I only saw it like 5 years ago.
Yeah, what's funny, because everybody's like, I do it with all kind of movies. It's crazy. But see, we got that. And then really the rest of the week, it's going to be kind of, random streams at times. That's why I always say, follow me on Twitter. You never know when we go up. We got a lot of Fortnite to come this week, possibly because it's winding up the last week of the Simpsons season. And it's been a lot of fun with a lot of good skins and all and stuff like that. So that's really what I've got in the immediate future when I'm not here or elsewhere. So, but thank you, LaReina, as always, an honor to be here. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Love having you on the show. Tom, where can people find you? What do you got going on, my dear?
My YouTube channel, your channel, Dad Man's. Let's see, Ron's, Father Barley Fun, and then modding everywhere. And yeah, I don't know, just all over. As I said in my tagline, I'm like a bad rash. I get everywhere. I released a little video with a song with some dogs singing it. Check it out. Tell me yes, no, maybe. Yes, I know it's AI dog singing a song, but hey, it's fun.
Exactly. That's what counts, is it's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, folks, as for your girl, Thanksgiving is this week, so no streams proper for me. However, Thanksgiving night, 8 p.m. Eastern, it's Quiplash. So you all know the deal when it comes to Quiplash. You're going to have some of your favorite folks on the panel playing, of course. Some members who drop in on the panel. Again, if you are a channel member, you get first crack at joining the contestant panel. Of course, if you join the studio audience, that's also an experience too, because your vote actually does help to influence who wins the game. For people who don't know about Quiplash, well, you're just going to have to come and check it out. It is one of the craziest party games I've ever played, and I freaking love it.
I know, until you ban the drawing game from the hotel.
Yeah, we can't do that one.
Oh God, that was my favorite one.
I would get banned on that game so quick.
We can't.
I know. I even did it once with the Austin Powers salute to one of the pictures.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. So it's like, yeah.
Can't. Civic Doodle is banned from my channel.
Man.
It's bad enough I have the family-friendly filter on, but
the family
filter doesn't help nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It helps to steer the type of question. I can't control how the answer happens, but the YouTube algorithm seems to like it when we play Quiplash. So
wow, I might have to pick up that game then sometime. But
yeah, it's a lot of fun. So, of course, that's going to be Thanksgiving Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern for that. Again, if you're a channel member, don't forget, we have our channel member channel update stream that's going to be on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, supporting the show. It wouldn't be nearly as entertaining if you guys in the chat were not where you are joining us. So, everyone, take care. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. If you're not celebrating Thanksgiving, enjoy. Do something that you like. And then 8 p.m. on Thursday, come check out the Quiplash show. Trust me, it will be very, very clip worthy.
Yep.
Nita says she needs a quiplash tutorial.
Mm-hmm. It's funny. I'll
fun.
see you all later. Bye.
Bye.